We welcome Mr. Amitabh of ZenWise Technologies for this C-Talk Startup Technology Leadership Program. Welcome, Mr. Amitabh. Glad to meet you today. We have seen ZenWise products, and it's a fintech startup. We are excited to see a lot of fintech startups coming up in India. Uh, how did you end up in this entrepreneurial journey?
Good morning, Mr. Nagarajan. Thank you so much for having me here. I'm really happy to give a little bit of a perspective about our company and the products which we are into.
Mm-hmm.
So, ZenWise Technologies is a DIPP registered startup, and this company has come into the picture when we had our interaction with a retail investor, and this was um, a sort of a seminar hosted by a brokerage firm, and they had invited a couple of investors to invest in the markets. And one of the elderly citizen who came, and during the discussion, he started crying. And this was a sort of a moment for us where we realized that this person has lost his entire money based on the tips and the calls coming from the dealers of the brokerage firm. His entire retirement savings were wiped out and he was in pain. And that was the turning point of our journey. And me and my friend Achal Darbari, who is the co-founder along with me in this firm, thought that now whatever we have learned in the last 25 years in our investment banking career should be put into the practice. And that's how ZenWise was born.
Amazing. In fact, the right advice at the right time is very, very important, especially when people are investing their hard-earned money, right? And you guys are doing the right thing. And can you tell about what is the biggest problem in terms of investment field that you are solving?
Sure. So I would like to say there are a couple of things. One thing, at this point of time, there's no effective, trustworthy way for the investor to know about their investment advisors and their past track record. That's one problem. Nobody declares the past performance of their investment advice. That's one problem. The second thing is that lack of user convenience. There are plenty of mobile applications, but they do not give the highest level of user convenience. The third thing which I would like to say is that advisory and execution is completely disintegrated at this point of time. Brokers provide the execution, whereas investment advisors provide the advisory. Whereas there's a time lag between the two can cost money to the investors. By the time they get the advisory and by the time they execute the trade by logging into a different platform, there's a time lag, and that hurts the investor. The fourth point is that there's no easy way to access the international markets where some of the fabulous wealth creating opportunities are there, and the process was so far very cumbersome. So we are tackling all these problems through Zambala Stocks platform.
In fact, the investing into the foreign companies and there are a lot of opportunities in big companies which are providing very promising stock, and that will be the lifetime investment for the next decade or the next 2 decades for the Indian investors. And that opens up a very big market. But people need to be educated in the right way towards that. What is the support that you are getting from government or other agencies, especially in the financial world, for a fintech startup like this?
So, I mean, naturally, in the last couple of years, the entire startup ecosystem has evolved quite a bit. And through our registration with DIPP, which is the Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, we have been getting the regular support from the government in terms of the tax benefits. Like our company is getting our income tax exemption because we are registered with the DIPP. Then we are getting a lot of support from the incubation firms to support our products, to meet the prospective investors, to evolve the new marketing strategies. All those things are now accessible and available. Mentoring is another thing which is available through the startup ecosystem. So all those things are definitely benefiting us too.
That's very good to hear, Amitabh, because the investor literacy and the support from the government and the regulatory bodies is extremely important to get this level. Uh, I'm sure as a startup, you'll be facing some kind of challenges, or you might have faced
Of,
some challenges. Can you tell
of,
about probably top two challenges that you have in mind?
yeah, of course. There are, like, if I would like to say, two challenges are, one thing is ever changing technology. That's like we are living in a very, very advanced world these days, and the technology is changing every other day. So you have to keep pace with the changing technology, and that's where our USP also lies with. Because many of our business partners who are the small time brokerage firms, they cannot afford the cost of changing the technology, and they are not having the expertise, and that's where we specialize. So that's one thing where, of course, this is one problem, but at the same time, this gives us an opportunity too, because not everybody can cater to that changing needs of the technology. The second thing is about the regulatory framework. The regulatory framework is also very demanding these days. So keeping pace with both the things, technology and regulatory framework, is a biggest challenge to manage. But I think that's where the opportunity lies.
Absolutely, because regulatory has to be continuously evolving too, and technology always changes. So you are in between two moving parts, and you are managing both. That's very good to hear as a startup.
Yeah, but just I would like to add here, this is like as mentioned, that it gives us a unique opportunity to work as a utility company, whereas the small companies like small brokerage firms, they are focused in the execution side, or the small investment advisory firms, which are focused on providing only the investment research. They are not the technology firms, or they're not the firms which are more on the regulatory compliance side, and that's where we come into the picture and fill that gap for them. So the challenge becomes an opportunity for us.
Absolutely, no, I couldn't agree more. Because suppose you have to think that I should not have done this
Mhm.
as an entrepreneur in the recent past. So what would you think that I should not have done this? What would be that?
Okay, so initially when we had started our development with the third party association, where we had a vendor and we wanted to get these products developed with the help of a vendor. But the kind of speed and the pace which we needed couldn't have been done with a third party provider. And that's where we insource everything, and all the technology and the team is being set up within us. So that was a sort of a regret for us, that we have spent some time with the third party vendor, and the kind of a quality or the time which we needed to bring out these products was not there. So that was one regret, or that was one of the challenges which we had faced and learned from that.
In fact, that insourcing and keeping pace with the way you people think from the domain or the industry aspect, and translating that domain knowledge to the technical people, and that too at the pace of a startup, is definitely challenging. And we wish all the best to ZenWise Technologies and your team. And good luck, Amitabh. Thanks for joining us today. Thank you.